What's going on, guys? About to check out this video with Destiny. It's going after the critical drinker. I don't know. Maybe he did a movie review that Destiny didn't like. Let's see what's going on.
It's not easy being 35 and what they experienced, to not be an autistic, socially stunted failure who creeps out women. Feels bad, man. Also, being green doesn't help. Yeah, sure. It sucks. It definitely sucks from the guy's perspective, of course. But then it sucks from the woman's perspective too, right? It's not her job to train you. Because if the guy fucks up, he's alone forever. And that sucks. If the girl fucks up, she's getting like her face cut off by some crazy homicidal piss dude, right? So it sucks. It definitely sucks. But damn, I mean,
it needs more context, but that sounds very uneven. You don't see all the cases of things that happen to men out here?
Do you think that those people who do not have experience at the age of 35 should work on their social boundaries within the context of friendships before they even attempt dating, i.e. being friends with women before trying to date them? Yeah, but there's like a very vicious cycle that starts. I kind of was fighting on this the other day with, I think it was with the critical dipshit. Is it in the cuck tweets? The issue is that once you start to end up in these spaces where they're heavily male dominated and you have no interactions with women, the spaces themselves start to become more misogynistic. So you further reduce the chances of you ever being able to interact with a woman, right?
False, actually. Being around more men's spaces will probably help you socially. You know what I mean? Guys are socially awkward that don't know how to just be a man, right? Because they haven't actually seen it or been around it, right? Sometimes you need masculine energy around you, especially if you're not getting it in your household, right? So yeah, no, I'm gonna have to disagree with that, right? I think that going out there, and even if it's just like a guy's night out, can be nothing but beneficial, right? But even if it's a group of just discussing things, right? It's not going to turn into a He-Man woman's haters club, right? Like Destiny's trying to make it seem like.
This is so crazy and stupid to me, okay? People like you make it literally impossible for men to have any spaces, hobbies, clubs, interests, groups, or social spaces of their own. People like you mandated that women must be included in everything they think and do. Right. And now people like you berate them for not having the very things they're prevented from having. People like you are the problem. It's like, bro, I don't think the thing that we need right now are more male exclusive spaces. Like,
that's crazy. What is wrong with Destiny? He is going after critical drinker because he said that there needs to be more space for men. There's so many spaces for females, y'all. They have TV shows with females at a table talking about nonsense, right? Sometimes there's stuff going on in society and then it turns into nonsense. But men aren't allowed that. There's no show with a council of men at a table sitting there giving their opinions. Wouldn't allow it. They would never allow it. So you got to go to spaces like YouTube or maybe even, I guess, online forums, right? Yeah, the waters can get muddy. There's a lot of people that's out here not really doing what's best for men and just being nasty or pretending to be leaders and then not, right? Sure. But the legitimate spaces are valued and needed. We need more legitimate spaces for men, right? That's crazy what Destiny is saying. But then look at how he lives his life. Look at how he lives his life. A cuck would never want to, well, when he goes to the men's spaces, he's going for something different. He's going for something different more than likely, right? Which is, that's what he want to do. I'm not judging him, right? If I go to a men's space, it's to hear the other men out, right? Have discussions, right? Maybe even give advice. Destiny go to a men's group, he's going shopping.
But that's the issue, is that once you become kind of incelish, I don't want to say incel because it's a loaded term, but like you become part of these like Discord groups where there's like no women at all. And then you get more into these communities. Well, then you start to live a lifestyle and you start to belong to groups that are even more exclusionary towards women. So you never, ever, ever have a chance to have warm spaces where you're just like interacting with women, even on like a friendly level. So you have no experience whatsoever because now the people that you're a part of who also don't interact with women, like try to make an actual effort, a concerted effort to keep women out. So you're like, would you say the same towards women-only spaces? I mean, if women-only spaces have those problems, then I would say the same. I'm not aware of those spaces, but isn't Denisha?
Why not? You got so much to say about the men's space. You didn't even want to check out women's spaces. You see, this is a prime example.
Carter statement, dumb too. If If men's mental health mattered to men, they'd be creating safe spaces for themselves and each other, pursuing therapy and creating community. Instead, they perpetuate the very behavior systems that have handicapped them in the first place, refusing to support or create community amongst each other, severely damage the women in their lives who try to care for them, and attack women online for not doing the work for them in replies to tweets like the ones below.
Wow.
I 1,000,000,000% agree with this. The problem is that,
I
like
disagree.
the left doesn't talk about men because they hate men and white people, I guess, or whatever. But the problem is all of the communities that are created for men are doing exactly what she's doing. Like, there are not men that go into Red Pill spaces or Andrew Tate spaces or Fresh and Fit spaces and learn how to create community or learn how to engage in healthy friendships or healthy behavior.
False.
It's always just like the same, like,
No, that's false. And it's crazy that you're saying that, right, about Fresh and Fit. When you the other day was saying how loyal Myron is and how you respect him a lot more than other YouTubers. But now it's you can never learn from them. You can never learn. You just saying stuff just to say it. You're a hypocrite, right? So now you saying Myron don't got no qualities that anyone can pick up or learn from him to become a better man. But she was talking so highly of him the other day. One of them is lie. Either right now you're lying or you was lying when you was giving him compliments and all up his butt. Metaphorically, I was talking about him kissing. He was brown nosing.
the same hollow bullshit lip service is like, oh, just be a lumberjack and go cut wood like a real man, or, you know, be there for your bros while you side hustle grind for your 5 businesses. And it's like, the fuck, what does any of this have to do with fucking anything? Nobody's learning how to be a better person here or a better friend or to build a community.
False.
And the communities that they are a part of all just revolve around blaming women and feminism and liberals for all of their fucking problems. Like, what do you even do? You know? Yeah, you're as soon as you start to fall into this shit, you're super yeah. That's only true if the person tries to find women within the spaces that they already exist in. The solution seems like it would be to explore social relationships in unrelated spaces. No, e.g. book clubs, volunteer groups, creator spaces, art classes, et cetera, essentially things that aren't built around specific political or social groups by default, but instead are around a common interest that's gender neutral. You can do that, but I would say you should be really, really careful about that. Because I think that people will pick up vibes. If you join a club or if you join a thing just to find women or just to hit on women, you're going to run into even worse problems than using dating apps. Like, everybody's going to...
Obviously, it shouldn't be just to hit on a woman, but, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong. Not wrong if you go to some clubs and things of that nature, right? Especially if it's something that you genuinely care about or interested in. And if you so happen to meet women there, nothing wrong with that. The purpose of going to church isn't to find women, but you might be able to find a nice one if you go to church, right? I don't know what the hell Destiny's talking about. It's as if he's not in the real world.
Identify you as like a creepy predatorish person. It's like, oh, this guy joined the club just to get laid or whatever. Like, you don't want to be that guy, you know?
Who said it
I always
was
thought men's space is everyone's
for
space and
lay?
women's space is only women's. Isn't that the norm? I think it depends on the space you're talking about. Remind us, why did you move to Florida from progressive tax California? You understand that I still pay progressive. Do you know what a progressive tax bracket is? It has nothing to do with progressivism, right? I still pay into a federal progressive tax system. The reason why I moved to Florida is because Melina, my ex-wife, wanted to move to Florida. I stay here now because I like the low taxes, but I'm not suggesting that anybody in Florida pay different taxes than what I pay. I'm not saying that other people in Florida should pay taxes that I don't pay.
You moved to Florida just because your woman wanted to move to Florida?
I don't know what you're trying really, really, really hard to link these two things together. Like, you want to pay, you think that people should pay taxes, but yet you still take deductions on your taxes? Like, yeah, you got me, dude. Destiny, I was an ex-fan, dude. I remember exactly what you used to say. You wanted to move to Florida because you were making way more money and California taxes were too high. You were never a fan. It sounds like you were an anti-fan, and you're still an anti-fan. I never said that ever. Anybody that's watched me knows that the only reason I moved to Florida is because Melina wanted to be in Florida because she liked warm beaches and because she liked the Eastern time zone and because she didn't feel like she fit in well.
This don't make you look better, bro. This don't make you look better at all. Like, in any way. I honestly feel like they might be setting you up so you can say all this simple stuff.
With the crowd in California. That's why we moved to Florida. Anybody that, I'm pretty sure you could probably find us talking about this on stream. Oh yeah, I also had multiple friends that lived here as well. Because I moved into the same building as Johnny and Mr. Mutin and New Salsa, and Dan lives like 10 minutes away. You better not ignore me after I find the clip. You're going to find a clip of me in the past year saying something about how like, oh, I don't know if I'd move back to California. I like the low taxes here. You're going to find that clip and then you're going to post it thinking that you've won the debate. But we never moved originally from California because of the lower taxes. That never happened. You definitely said taxes in California were rough. I did say that. I did say that California taxes were rough.
Taxes
the original
do be
claim
rough.
was that I moved from California to
It
Florida
may be rough.
because of the taxes. That's not true. Do I think California taxes are high? Yeah. Did I complain about them? Probably. Did I complain about not getting anything from them? Yeah, probably. But I did not move to Florida from California because the taxes were too high. I moved because Melina wanted to be in an Eastern time zone. She wanted to have access to warm beaches, and she wasn't getting along well or didn't like the people in California. Those are the three main reasons we moved. If it wasn't for Melina, I'd probably still live in
That's
California,
so
my guess.
crazy.
How many years of tax savings will it take to recoup the money you spent moving across the country? How much money do you think it costs to move, my dude? It probably cost me like however much the gas cost. What are you talking about?
They're talking about the overall, probably like to be able to get an apartment or house wherever you're at now and all types of things like that.
I remember you saying that all the Melina shit was fake and you were leaving California because of the taxes. Based and true. Are you ready to put the clip on screen? The video is titled Why Destiny Left LA PKA on YouTube.
Is that it?
You're still in California, right, Destiny?
No, I actually just moved to Miami.
Oh, Miami. What triggered that?
People in LA suck. Just change the scenery. Also, state taxes are way better here because they're
Non-existent. What triggered that?
Oh,
people in LA suck.
no, you blatantly said that. That's crazy. You said one of the main reasons was because the taxes sucked. So yeah, you're lying. Wow. You are lying. That's 100% why you moved there. How your supporters just caught you and you had the nerve. You still uploaded this clip.
Just change
Let's
the
see
scenery.
how you
Also,
flip
state
it.
taxes. People in
Yes,
LA
yes.
suck in a change of scenery. Okay. So at the
No.
time,
What else?
I don't like to throw my wife under the bus. Okay.
was the
Because I was
taxes?
actually a loyal husband.
Is he just going to ignore you saying the taxes or am I tripping?
Suck in a change of streamer.
Did I hear this?
California, right, Destiny?
No, I actually just moved to Miami.
Oh, Miami. What triggered that?
People in LA suck. Just change the scenery. Also, state taxes are way better here because
Okay, he did. State taxes. All right. So talk about that.
people in LA suck in a change of scenery.
State taxes.
So at the time, I don't like to throw my wife under the bus, okay, because I was actually a loyal husband. The people suck is that Melina didn't like the people in California, and a change of scenery is Melina wanted to be on the beaches.
Was
Those
it-
are the two reasons given.
Third-
And I'm not going to go into this hardcore because I'm not going
Is he just ignoring the state taxes part?
to make it sound like Melina is like making me move somewhere. And then the taxes were high, but this wasn't a primary motivator. I literally say both things right here. This wasn't the clip I was talking about originally, but it still works. Okay, well, even in this clip right here, the first two reasons I give are not liking the people and a
Destiny.
change in scenery.
Got
People in
caught,
LA
bro.
suck. Just change the scenery. Also, state taxes are way better here because they're
Non-existent.
I've never heard anyone say they like the people in California. Like that is really rare for someone to think that California is filled with swell guys.
And Destiny
And
is
I'll give you a try. What's wrong with the people in California? I've rarely heard it described well.
They're just fucking losers. It's just like all of it is.
They're
I don't know,
like
how much.
very wealthy, successful Silicon
No,
Valley.
that's not. Those people all live out of the city. Those people live in else. Those people live in Lake Tahoe and shit. You're like, no, but like, I mean, there are those people, but like when you are, this is the feeling. It might be the crowds that run it. And I'm sure that you guys have played like the networking games and whatever bullshit thing. Like anytime you do a party, you hang out with people just constantly like, I just talk this. There is the networking. It was incredibly fucking obnoxious. Holy shit. I don't know if that's an industry thing though or an LA thing. People are obsessed with cloud. Oh
I
my.
don't think I ever want to network. I'm just being honest. I just want to just put out my content and it is what it is. I'm not trying to link up with other YouTubers and none of that. I'm going to just be honest. I have no plans of doing that anytime soon. Right? Or maybe even ever, if I'm being honest. In my state of mind right now, I'm focused on myself, grinding, putting in the work. That's all, bro. That's all.
My God.
Networking?
Sky, like, I need to show off, I need to be cool, I need to
Sounds
try to climb, try to network, try to figure this out, I want to do my business card, picture idea. Like, it's those types, like, obsessively
Sounds
image-focused
fake as
people.
hell.
In every party you're at, not to rag on, whatever you're gonna do, like, every girl is, like, massive fake boobs, massive fake face, tons of makeup, filtering everything, like, the guys are oh, man, dude, I didn't realize how much worse this thing is in Miami. It is true in LA, but, bro, Miami was insane. The weather is beautiful and perfect. In my opinion, Miami is, like, hot and muggy. Like, California doesn't, or at least, like, near LA, I didn't really feel like it got muggy that much to me, but in Miami, it gets muggy all the time. But my fiance likes beach stuff and outdoor shit, so that was a big plus for her, is to come here and swim at the beach shit all the time. Oh, hey, wow. Wait, what was that?
They don't have any snow.
California
all the
is
time.
like the weather is beautiful and perfect. In my opinion, Miami is like hot and muggy. Like California
So
doesn't, or at least like near LA, it didn't really feel like it got muggy that much to me. But in Miami, it gets muggy all the time. But my fiance likes beach stuff and outdoor shit, so that was a big plus for her. Is to be able to come here and swim at the beach and shit all the time. So. Huh? Crazy. Hold on, we're
Yeah,
240.
crazy how you mentioned taxes too as well. Just skipped over.
Me too.
them.
I'm sure we'll talk about taxes at some point, hopefully, in this clip that you've given me.
Yeah, that's a big selling point for anyone. Or except for Kyle. Kyle, you said you don't want to live near a beach.
You did.
I'd love to be near the beach. That'd be so much fun.
I liked it.
I despise it. I don't like the sand, the salt, the water, the sun, of the people.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah, there's not a lot of pros there. You know what I liked it? So
Destiny make you look at the camera like you're on Modern Family or something, or The Office. I just be like, the actual camera here. I'm still looking at imaginary camera. Just like, what's wrong with him?
it seems like everyone else in the world has this sixth sense of where north is. It's not that I can't look at the sun and know the time of day and have a general idea, but I get a little mixed up sometimes, you know, especially if it's the certain time. If it's 4 p.m. at winter time, just how high is the sun supposed to? I don't know. When I lived at the beach, I always knew where east was. Always. It was my like northern star. I just had a sense. It's hard to describe the importance of it, but I always knew how to get home. I always knew how to like head to the coast and go north or south. I always knew where east was. I always had this like sense of direction that in Apex, North Carolina, I didn't have.
You've given me a 4-minute clip. The first two reasons that I list are the people and the weather, which are the first things that I told you. I also say the taxes are better, which they are, but that wasn't the driving reason to move. And in the
Nigga, so why'd you mention it?
entirety of this clip, we're talking about the type of people, and then we're talking about the weather.
Man, shut up. You're so inconsistent. Destiny's a clown, man. He was caught in 4K, but of course, like, what are you talking about? When he mentioned it, like, it's just you mentioned it. Hit the like button. Share the video as well. Subscribe if you haven't. This is crazy. Watch more videos, man. Destiny is a clown.